everybody and welcome. I am so glad that you're all here. Today we're going to be discussing our CC plant. Our CC plant is amazing. And the best thing is that if you don't have a green thumb, as many people like to say, and they're like, oh, I kill all my plants, this is the plant that you can neglect it all you want and it will survive, okay? It is amazing. So the CC plant does not like to have too much water. That's the first tip. It just likes to be neglected. So you can just leave it in there. I water my plant once every 2, 3, even 4 weeks, so once a month. Sometimes I completely forget. So the thing that I do is I check that only the first 2 inches is gonna be really dry. Once they're like really hard like a rock, then that's when I actually put water in it. Not like the other ones that you're gonna see that once you put your finger in, because you have seen the other videos that I have got of the Strelitzia, the bird of paradise plant that I love so much. And I always say that if you have the first 2 inches, it's a little bit dry, just a little bit dry, then go ahead and put water because he loves water. But this one, it's the opposite. It can also go with water, lots of water, require lots of water whenever you have it in direct light, because this plant can survive in direct light, also really far away from the sun and just getting just a few rays of sunlight a day. So if you have a corner that only gets like an hour a day of sunlight, she's more than happy to be in that corner. She can survive in that corner. So this is a great plant to have in an office, to have in your work area, or have it at home. This is an amazing house plant. This plant was considered to be cancerous. So they thought that just by touching it, you will be getting cancer. So many people in the old days, 2010, and there was a huge thing about that. And everybody handled it with their gloves on. But it is not cancerous. It's just that it's highly poisonous. So you cannot ingest it. So pets and cats, dogs, anything that you have at home, be careful that they're not gonna be eating this plant, because if not, they're going to be having lots of indigestion and problems with their stomach. So that's the thing to watch out. And for kids, So I'm going to show you how you can propagate the plant, and we have been giving you some tips. As you can see that I always give you lots of great content in the video. So you got a few tips already. And so this plant, what you're going to do if you want to propagate it, which I'm going to propagate it today as well with you guys, you'll see that you just take one of the stem, one stem that it's already big enough. As you can see, this one over here is a nice big stem, and these are like a tuber like. As you can see, this is all full of wonderful water and nutrients. As well, underneath it's growing also a stem. It's called a rhizome. The rhizomes are like the potatoes. They are not roots, they're tubers. And these rhizomes, they're full of nutrients and they're holding on water. That's why they can survive for such a long time. It's amazing. So what we're gonna do is, we take one of the stems, and then you take one of your scissors or pruners or anything that you have at home. Make sure that it's washed. I have mine already washed out. And then at the bottom of it, then you're gonna go ahead and cut it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna cut it all the way down at the bottom. So you can see, I just cut my little tuber, and this is a nice cut. There you go. Super beautiful. And this, you're just gonna go ahead and put it in a cup with water. I have it in here in a cup with water. What you need to make sure is that the plant, the tuber, is not gonna be touching the leaves, the water, because you can have the problem of having it with fungi or anything like that in the leaves, and then that can actually putrefy and kill the plant. So whenever you put it in any cup of water, just make sure that it's just covering the bottom. That's all you need. And if you want it to go even higher, you can put it all the way up to here, and you might even get more rhizomes and root system over here, but never to touch the leaves. So I have mine in here, and this has been in this pot for, I don't know, a few weeks now, almost 2 months, maybe 8 weeks, 2 months, yeah, maybe. So a few weeks now. So now you can check how the root system is. It's amazing, it's unbelievable. It's just so crazy to think that just water, literally just put it in water, nothing else. Every time that I pass by, I just change the water. This is all just water in there, nothing else. Oh, let me just put it in here then. There you go. Okay. So this is just incredible, but you can see, so let me show you this. You can see over here, this rhizome system. So you can see all the beautiful engorged root system, and then in here you see those little tiny balls in there. Those are the rhizomes. That's where the plant is gonna be getting all the nutrients, and it stores the nutrients in there with starch and water. So that's why it can survive for such a long period without no water at all. It's just so beautiful how nature works. So now that we have it really big like this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plant it. I'm gonna go ahead now and plant it in here, make a little hole and put it then in this side, because I'm trying to make this pot really big and beautiful. So this was given to me by one of my neighbors, Monita. I love her, she's amazing. So shout out to Monita. So we're gonna go ahead and put it over here in this side. And then this one, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in water, leave it there for a few weeks, and just do this exact same thing, neglect it for a while, just, you know, change the water every now and then, every 2 weeks. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead, once it starts getting root system, I'll put it in this side and the other one in this side. So that eventually I'm gonna have this pot really glamorous, beautiful, really full, you know, abundant of a whole bunch of the CC plants. The CC plants has been also tested and confirmed that it's a great air purifier. So if you are a person that like to have plants that actually have a functionality in your home, this plant is not only functional for the aspect that you can have you have way more time for you to actually use it whatever else you want, you know, your work and every other activities that you want to do, and also enjoy a plant because it doesn't require that much care, but also it helps you to purify the environment. So it removes a lot of the toxins that we have in the air. So this is amazing. This is such a great plant to have. Now, whenever you're handling it, I'm accustomed to it. I have been in this plant for a long time. So I know that I don't have no sensitivity to it, but if you have never, you're not a very plant person and have touched this plant before, then I recommend that the first time that you're handling, put on your gloves, so that way you're not touching the plant directly and you don't get no eczema, rash, or anything of that sort, because as we said, this plant is very poisonous. And one of the things that people complain about is getting rash when they're touching it and handling. So this, for just to avoid it, so that you at home, whenever you're handling, put on your gloves, okay? But I am so freaking excited with our plant. This is just so amazing. So I'm just gonna make a little hole. And whenever you do your hole, you never wanna leave the little rhizomes outside, okay? Never in the air, just taking air. You want it to be underneath the ground. They want to be covered, they want to be taking nutrients all the time. That's going to be your source of energy. If anything fails and the whole plant is dead, at least your rhizome is alive. So you want to make sure that you're covering it. Oh, I have a worm in there. This plant is a slow grower, so that's why I also like to propagate it in this way by cuttings and then let it grow until it has all those rhizomes and also the root system, because the plant itself, it can take at least a whole year just to get a few inches. And as you can see, it just lasts maybe like 3 feet high. That's gonna be the total growth, okay? This is unbelievable, and there's a few varieties that are even smaller. So if you like to have it in a pot, in a little container to be more cute for like a desk or something like that, then you also have CC plants that can be even more compact. It's amazing how much plants are so freaking crazy. They have so many wonderful qualities and so many functionalities. It's beautiful. I love it. Now, whenever you're gonna be, also taking care of it, the only thing that you need to take care of is to put it either in indirect sunlight, direct sunlight, or put it in an area that you have at least 1 hour a day of sun. This plant can survive anywhere. The more closer you are to an area that has a lot of sunlight, then the more water it will require. If it is in the area that it doesn't have that much sunlight, then you don't need that much water. So be careful with that. And besides that, just make sure to clean it up every now and then. And to wash it, just put a little cloth or paper cloth, a cotton cloth, and just put a little bit of water and just to clean out any debris, any dust that you might have. But the plant itself, it doesn't get no gnats, it doesn't get no insects, no problems at all, because it's poisonous. So if something actually were to try to eat it, it dies. So you don't have to worry about that. It is an incredible plant. It's beautiful. Everybody that looks at this plant thinks that it's a fake plant because it's just so wonderful. It's really easy to take care of. May you have an amazing day. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like this video, check out all the content that we have in here, share it with our friends and family and everybody else. And here we're always putting some new content every Tuesday from all kinds of lifestyle content, from gardening, from home, cozy living, how to do also all kinds of home remedies, what else? Health related videos, do it yourself, home decor. That's my Cielo Justin here helping me out. He's always behind the camera. What else are we doing here? All kinds of stuff, right, Cielo?
Yes.
Yes.
Healthy living.
Healthy living, everything here. So I'll see you guys around. Also, lots of medicine. We always try to integrate it with medicine. So I'll see you. Natural remedies, lots of natural remedies. We have lots of kinds of stuff in here, guys. So if you're not part of the family, go ahead and subscribe and become a member of the family here in the community. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the miracles. Y que Dios los bendiga, que disfruten los milagros. Bye.